She never saw it coming, not at first. The room murmured with polite laughter, the clinking of glasses, the quiet shuffle of tailored shoes on polished floors. A chandelier hummed faintly above, casting soft light over champagne flutes and carefully curated smiles. She was mid-laugh, head tilted back just slightly, when the double doors behind me swung open with quiet force. Two men entered, black suits, earpieces, movements sharp and economical. They weren't just security, they were presence, the kind that silences a room without a word. Conversation staggered, then stopped. Laughter dimmed into murmurs, like wind brushing over dry leaves. Eyes flicked toward the doors, and when hers did too, everything stilled. She saw me, really saw me, and in that single glance, the past hit her like surf crashing through broken glass. Sharp, relentless, impossible to stop. Her smile faded halfway, lips still parted but frozen. Her eyes, once playful, maybe even proud, glazed over, trembling, glossy. She clutched her wine glass like it might anchor her to a time before shame. But we'll get to her. First, you need to understand what she did. And who I was before her betrayal burned me clean. We were young once. God, we were alive. She was motion and light, all golden ambition and bright laughter. She danced through dreams like they owed her something. And maybe they did. I was quieter, tougher, shaped by struggle. Life hadn't handed me much, so I learned early to fight for whatever mattered. She used to say that made me beautiful to her. Said my scars made me real in a world addicted to pretend. The night before I deployed, she curled into my chest, sobbing quietly, like the war was already stealing me. She kissed me like it was a promise and whispered forever. I believed her. Every word she ever said. Every letter I wrote from that desert hell was soaked in sweat, grit, and longing. Days blurred into dust. Nights echoed with gunfire, memories, and the constant whisper of her name. My body stayed on mission. My heart lived in folded paper and her perfume. And then silence. A week passed. Then 2. Then months. No calls. No letters. Nothing. I told myself lies to survive. Maybe she was sick, maybe life had weighed her down. But then one night, my buddy handed me his phone. He didn't say a word. He didn't need to. A picture said everything. Vegas. Her leaning into some man who looked like a perfume commercial. Sharp suit, slick smile. Arms like nightclub ropes. She wore less than memory allowed, her expression giddy, wild. The caption read, "To new beginnings." That night, something in me didn't break. It just stopped. Like a switch was flipped and whatever warmth she'd left in me blinked out. A few weeks later she filed for divorce. A cold, clinical letter. No phone call. No goodbye. Asterisk, I need someone who can give me the life I deserve. You chose war. I choose peace. Asterisk. No signature. Just those words. She took the car. Drained the savings. Left me with a folded flag. And a future she didn't want. When I came home, I didn't go home. There was nothing there for me. Instead, I found a different kind of war zone. Boardrooms, negotiations, late nights chasing dreams no one believed in. I started with nothing. Less than nothing. A rusted-out laptop. Coffee that tasted like ash and grief. Days bled into nights until I couldn't tell them apart. Every deal, every contract was survival. Not revenge, just focus. 12 years later, I own the building where our high school reunion is being held. Let that sink in. The invitation arrived like a ghost, plain envelope, crisp font. No frills. I RSVP'd with a single word, attending. No +1. I didn't need one. She was already there when I arrived, older, yes, but polished. Money had shaped her. Or at least polished her edges. Her laugh was louder than it needed to be, her movements choreographed for attention. She played the part of accomplished, like it was a Broadway role. I walked in wearing silence like armor. No designer labels. No performance. Just presence. She didn't notice me at first. She was scanning the crowd, probably looking for the boy she left behind. But then everything changed. My security flanked me, quiet and unyielding. One kept his eyes on the bar. The other never looked away from her. Conversations died. Heads turned. And when her eyes found mine, truly found me, it was like gravity reversed. "Michael," she breathed, her voice fragile and softened by years she couldn't undo. I nodded. Said nothing. "You look amazing," she offered, rehearsed and hopeful. I let the silence answer for me. She stepped closer, her smile more tentative now. It's been so long. You've clearly done well. I have, I said, tone clean, stripped of nostalgia. She tucked her hair behind her ear, same nervous tick. Are you seeing anyone? I have people, I said. People who stayed. That hit harder than a slap. She flinched barely, but enough. Her mask cracked. I handed her a black envelope. She opened it slowly. Inside, a property deed. Her hands shook as she read the address. This is my old house. I bought it last year, I said. It gets demolished next week. Her eyes darted up, confused. Why? I'm building a foundation for veterans there. Thought I'd raise something good where something failed. She blinked hard, tears forming. Why would you do that? Because once, I said, my voice low and unshaken, you told me I'd never be enough. A tear escaped, trailing down skin that once held my promises. I was scared. I made mistakes. No, I corrected her gently, precisely. You were honest. And I listened. The silence that followed was deliberate, heavy, weighted like justice. People watched her now. Old friends. Former lovers. Witnesses. And they weren't seeing the woman she wanted to be. They were seeing what she lost. She tried to laugh, brittle and shallow. Well, I guess you got the last word. I stepped closer, eyes locked on hers. No, I said. The last word is irrelevance, and you're living in it. Then I turned, walked away. Not fast, not slow, just finished. The doors closed behind me. The guards followed. Outside, I took a long breath. Not because I needed the air, but because, for the first time in years, I didn't need her. Revenge isn't rage. It isn't fire. It's silence. It's the echo of your name in a room where no one turns. It's building a life so high, they have to squint upward, just to remember where they left you.